Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie, and more importantly, it is here. Sorcery Gothic is here. I am so excited to start opening sorcery and to hang out with you all. This is going to be the start of a series where we're going to open up 9 cases, 104 boxes of Sorcery Gothic in order to try to get a foil set. We do have products still available on the website, KitchenTableTCG.com. We have 4-player play mats, which are really cool. I'm very excited. You buy 3 boxes, you can get a play mat for free. You can play 4-player with your friend. It's going to be with your friends. It's going to be super fun. We did a series in alpha and a lot of beta where we opened boxes until I got a full foil set. We're going to do a similar series here. We're going to open 104 boxes of Gothic, trying to get a full foil set. This video is going to go live whenever Sorcery's team allows me to post it live. I'm guessing it won't be until like December 5th. And we're going to probably have this video and another video. It's going to be a case each video, and I'm going to put them up as premiere so we can hang out together in the chat, in the comment section, and watch together, because I really like doing this live with you all and streaming and opening the packs together. So then after that, once I am allowed to, we will start going live with the streaming and get back to that more regular content we used to do. Very excited to do that with you all. I already opened this box. I had to feel this flip top when I was at the shop. I just couldn't, when I received our boxes, I couldn't not do it. So I only opened 1 pack, but these boxes are incredibly cool. Incredibly cool. Gothic, a standalone expansion set that adds more than 440 new cards to your collection. The boxes feel really, really cool. I don't understand how anybody is disappointed with this. It is phenomenal. I've got somebody working on, we're going to try to do a 3D printed insert for this that'll be able to hold at least 2 decks and some dice and some stuff. Anyway, so without further ado, let's start ripping open Gothic. This was the box topper. With Gothic, we invite you to dream again, to think boldly, play wisely, and lose yourself in painted worlds. Your story starts now. I've only opened 1 pack. You've got the Desecrated Grounds. I have not really watched much spoilers or other things. It talks about the collection, which is basically your sideboard now. Very cool. The artwork on that is incredible. Ward and Evil tokens, a Rebel token. And now we have a Ghoul, a Hellhounds, a Horrible Hybrids, and a Penitent Knight. And I'm not sure why they have these 3 or these 4 ordinaries. There's one of each, threshold. I don't know if this is because they want these to be involved in draft. We'll have to find that out some other time. But very cool artwork. Very cool that they included this. I'm sure there's some reason that these are in the box topper pack, because there's not an avatar in the box topper pack, which is different and unique. And there we have our tokens as well. You got a ward token or a couple ward tokens with a skeleton on the backside, the stealth, and frog, and I believe that is it. So that's in the box topper pack. Pretty cool. Yeah, interesting that there's no avatar in the pack. They want this to be draftable, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, so without further ado, we're gonna just start ripping packs. I'm kind of losing my voice, so I'm gonna do my best. And we're gonna try to get through a whole case today. I've got a whole case back there. We're gonna hang out. This was the first pack. We're going to take the first box very slowly, and then we'll go a little bit quicker through the other boxes. This will be a long video, but that's what we usually, when we stream for like 3 hours. But the Gnarled Wendigo, look at that thing, that Dan Seagrave artwork. Costs 2 less to cast for each minion you sacrifice. And, I haven't watched any of the spoilers. I haven't watched any of the stuff. This is really my first experience. I know there's some people already streaming, today is early in the week. I know people have already broken street date. We're not going to do that unless Sorcery lets me. For each point of power, an allied monster may deal 1 damage to a square unit in a square near it. That's cool. The Rowdy Boys untaps after striking undead. Oh, I kind of like that art. And here's our first ordinary or exceptional. The Sacred Stag. An elite beast, sanctified and sovereign. Ward, Deathrite, When it dies, you may ward this site. And then we're gonna keep going slow just through it. There's a lot of artwork. The carrion beetles, the freeze. We've got the silent hills. Displace. Dude, the artwork is just so good. The artwork is so good. Serva townsfolk. Horrible hybrids. Now we saw that in the box topper pack, I believe. Was it the same art? It was the exact same art. So interesting there. It is the exact same art, and they didn't change anything. So for some reason, they really want you to have those in the box topper. The zombie horde. This is my favorite art that I've seen so far. Love that artwork. It's just so cool. Muddy pigs, martyrs of tomorrow, and a static servant. I know the ordinaries and exceptionals aren't exciting for everybody, especially if you've watched quite a few other openings. But for me, this is the first time we've experienced it. Ooh, we got the savior. Okay, so that's in the uncommon slot. I haven't even seen this yet. Your avatar delivers us from evil. Tap to player draw site. 1, ward a minion that was summoned here. And again, ward. Let's see exactly what the mechanic on ward does for everybody. If a warded site or unit would be damaged, destroyed, or targeted, you just destroy the ward token instead. So that's pretty cool. We've got Deep Sea. Just sites. And the Kroll Morlocks, Burrowing and Voidwalk. And a Hemo Goblet. Ugh, that's gross. Once on your turn, you may fill the goblet by sacrificing a minion or empty it if it's full. When you empty the goblet, you gain mana or heal life equal to that minion's power. Whoa, that is cool. That is a cool ability. Silent Hills Freeze, the Revenant, the Vandal Imp, Genesis destroy a random artifact. That's pretty strong. When that enters on turn 2 and you destroy your opponent's, stone or ring, that's going to be pretty good. Torch and Pitchfork. Ordinary Bearer has nearby. Ordinary allies have +1 power. Autumn Bloom. Beautiful artwork there. Genesis provides extra threshold for all 4 colors then. Bless. A second wind. The other thing is I have no clue. I mean, as far as curios go, we may find something that already exists that I don't know about. It's gonna be a wild opening. I don't love the embargo of information. I know a lot of people want to be surprised. Town Priest, Dark Alley. The problem is people are gonna break the street date who are bad actors, and then it sucks for the people who aren't gonna break the street date. I don't know. They should bump the street date to do videos to the week before the release. This turn, allies can gain 1 power charge and can't be immobilized, silenced, or disabled. Cool artwork there by Juan. Forgotten Tomb, elite site honors the long lost past. Search your top 5 spells for a minion to discard. Bottom the rest. Okay, so you get to put something in your graveyard. Kind of cool. Ignited, Twilight Boom, the Ghoul, the Townsfolk we've seen. Search Party has 1 power for each search party in your cemetery. That's kind of cool. Blessed Village, Overflow. The artwork just continues to be so phenomenal, especially on the sites. I mean, just look at the sites. So there must be a whole series of these sites that Genesis provide extra threshold. That should speed up a lot of the games to be able to do multicolor and get more things out. We got our first foil, everybody. Our first foil. I have no clue what it is. Bladder Blimp. Oh, look at that art. That's crazy. Airborne Death Rite. Players lose 1 life for each nearby site they control. That's a cool mechanic. Kiss of Death. I'm excited to get to this foil. Maybe cast by spirits and undead. Kill target minion here. Oh, we got an upside down elite. Interesting. Wreathed in Righteousness. Ward all minions at target location. Deal damage to minions at the... Okay, so that's pretty cool. For 5, makes sense. And our first upside down elite is a Doomsday Cult. Elite mortals hasten the realm's descent. Players play with the top card of their spellbook revealed and may cast evil on the top of their spellbook there. All right, Novice Necromancer, a Flaming Skull, Hillside Chapel, Trial by Fire, a Pith Imp, And our first foil of Gothic is an exceptional Pile of Skulls. That is really cool. Once on your turn, you may banish a card from a cemetery to summon a skeleton token here. That's pretty cool. Artwork is just incredible. That would make a really cool playmat. Really cool play. All right, there's our first foil. Gift of the Wolf. Ooh, that's cool. Horrible Hybrids, Slimy Mutant, Sea Witch, and a Revered Revenant. Man, new sets in Sorcery are so much fun. You just never know what's going to happen here. Bitter Departed. The Base of Babel. You may build the Tower of Babel by playing the Apex of Babel atop this. Interesting. That must be some mechanic. All right, we're going to set that aside because there must be some mechanic where it's the Tower of Babel and it gives you some ability. The Regurgitator. Holy moly, look at that thing. Elite monster chucks unsettling ordnance. End of your turn, Regurgitator must either fill its empty belly by banishing a dead minion or empty its full belly by shooting a projectile that deals damage equal to the eaten minion's power. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. The Gossamer Ghost. Vampire Bats. Drowned. The Accursed Tower. Break nearby wards. That seems pretty strong. Enraged Familiar. Dang. Not like a cat? Kind of cool. I've never seen a cat I like. There we go. Our first cat I like. Ordinary Sight of Flourishing Fungus. The Granary Rats. Zombie Horde. Bone Spear. That one's cool. The artwork. Weathered Trunks and Hellhounds. Okay. Interesting. I know we're going slow, everybody. I know. I'm enjoying it. Just let me enjoy it. Just let me enjoy it. The Centerfee. Invigorate. Oh, that's beautiful art. Where's our first? We haven't had a single unique yet. Well, we're only 4 packs in. All right. Abandoned Succubus. Beautiful. Beautiful. Abaddon. Elite Demon of Alluring Demise. Once on your turn, you may lure target adjacent enemy minion to take a step closer. When it arrives, it takes 2 damage and you heal 2. Dang, dude. Seems like Water's getting some good cards. Raise Militia. Murder of Crows. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions on the surface. The Wiccan Tools. Lesser Blood Demon. Instigator Imp. Desecrator Kite. I mean, there are so many new cards. It's crazy. One-shot Wizard. Shoot a projectile that deals 1 damage or gains Spellcaster. Okay. That's kind of cool. The mechanics, the amount of deck building that this community is going to get to do over the next year is just phenomenal. I mean, there's just so much stuff in this. Wave of Eviction. Oh, our first unique is a Nosferatu. It is a unique undead and aegis aristocrat. Airborne Burrowing, Death Rate, resummon it beneath your starting square. If he dies again this turn, banish him instead. Also, he kind of just never goes away unless he dies twice. Yeah, interesting. Unless he dies twice, he kind of just keeps coming back. That's pretty cool. Our first unique. Blessed Well. Buried Alive. Baptize. Lore. Layer. Okay, very cool. Very, very cool. There's just so many, I don't know. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to see it all and not know anything about it. All right, this is still the base of Babel. I really want to get the top of Babel. Pile of Skulls we've seen. Locus of Illyria. All right, is this back-to-back uniques? Hopefully there's nothing like that. At the end of your turn, if no new locusts have been summoned to this turn, summon a tapped copy of this nearby. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So they just keep multiplying. So does that trigger twice? Does this one, when you put one out and the next turn it makes 2, does it trigger at the same time? Then you get 4 and then you get 8. I wonder how that works. Somebody will let me know in the comment section. Grief Larva. Ordinary monsters begotten from rot. Burrowing at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to the site. Dude, the artwork is just, every single card looks good. An ordinary demon, look deep into its eyes. That is sick. Trial by water. Gift of the frog. I don't want to pass up a... Like, it would be so funny to get a curio and just have no clue because I don't know anything in the set. By the way, look at the art on the packs. Crazy. Everything just feels so good. All right, another foil. Barging Bargist. Monster Metaphor. All right, here we go. Good. I'm glad it's not another unique. Doomsday Cult. Elite Mortals hasten the realm's descent. Players play with the top card of their spellbook revealed and may cast evil from the top of their spellbook here. That's pretty cool. So it just benefits the evil mechanics. See, like in 4-player, that would be super cool. Smite. Entombed. Moss. And an Alabaster Box. An elite relic stocked with souls. Whenever a minion dies nearby, you heal 1. That's kind of cool. Again, the artwork just fantastic. Just fantastic. Very, 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 very cool. It's just so much fun to go through for the first time. What we'll do is we'll do this box slow like this, and then we'll go past a lot of the exceptionals. Even though, I mean, we won't have seen them all. But Saint of Redemption. All souls attend this unique mortal. Ward, no minion is evil, but all enter the realm tapped. Dang, look at that artwork. Incredible. Absolutely a home run on the theme. And oh, this is the Screamer. This is the pack art. Absolutely a home run on the theme and the feeling of the set. I mean, it just is. It feels so good. Every card looks good and feels like the theme of the set. The only thing I'm worried about, maybe they have a solution. How do you do limited? There's no avatars. We've only gotten one avatar in this whole side of the box. I'm a little worried about that. Acid Rain. Silence affected sites and artifacts there. Like, there's not that many avatars. And so to do, like in Arthurian Legends, they had the box topper pack. I think at any time you could use that avatar. I guess, oh, the avatars come still in the draft kits. You still have that same avatar. All right, that makes sense. All right, we have a foil. The Bodak, a Boogeyman. Unique monster or nursery nightmare. Dang, look at that thing. Can pick up adjacent weaker enemy minions. They're disabled. That's crazy. That's really cool. Gift of the Serpent. Displace. Night Watchman. And the Intrepid Hero. Ooh, this is the Brahm artwork. That's pretty cool. Exceptional Mortal. An army of one. Lethal to evil. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, in limited, you still have whatever that avatar's name is. I don't remember where the avatar's name is. All right, that's the first third of the box. So far, 3 foils, 3 uniques. That means we're tracking perfectly in terms of 9 foils, 9 uniques per box. We're tracking exactly a third. Elite Site, some trash, some treasure. Trade an artifact in your hand with one of equal rarity from your collection. Oh, that's kind of cool. That will see some interesting play. Being able to get stuff out of your collection, I think early on, will be something the community tries to do with deck building for sure. Foil. Oh, we got a cool foil. We've got a cool foil. That's a cool foil. I don't know if it's a unique or what, but it's a cool foil. Mayor of Melbourne. I love the towns that we don't really know anything about. Like, I want to learn more about Melbourne. Other nearby mortals have +1 power. That's just an elite. Vandal Imp. All right, let's see what our foil is. Return to Nature. Pith Imp. And an elite Vindictive Nation. Dude, look at that artwork. Are you kidding me? Look at that foil. An elite site answers insult with injury. Opponent loses 1, 3, or 7 life respectively if they modify move, or destroy a nearby allied site. Interesting. Look at that artwork. That is incredibly cool. Incredibly cool foil. The sorcery foils, man. I mean, come on. They're the best foiling in the industry. They're double-sided. They look so good. And then on top of that, the artwork is so good. It's just absolutely a home run. This game is the foils. I mean, it's crazy. Break nearby words. We've already seen that. Drowned. I think we're starting to landmass, draw a site. You may play a land site. We're starting to see a lot of the ordinaries. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Arthurian Legends. It took a while for us to get all the curios figured out and that kind of thing. Curios, for those who don't know, the archers, tombstone wardens. Curios, for those who don't know, are things that they don't talk about, but they put unique, cards within the packs that you can't get anywhere else, that have different artwork, or sometimes it's like sketched artwork, or sometimes it's like in Arthurian Legends there's entirely different like look and sheet of card with the gilded cards. Mesophilles. I can't pronounce his name. You know who it is. Unique demon and aspirant avatar. So it's not an avatar. Must be cast to your avatar's location, taking their life and replacing them as your avatar. Once on your turn, you may summon an evil minion from your hand to adjacent site. So for free, you get to just place. That's crazy. What a card. The unique of that is going to be, or the foil of that's going to be insane too. I don't know. It's overwhelming. I shouldn't have said that. I'm doing a whole case today. I've got to process this box before I can move on. I got a foil. I've got to process this box before I can move on to the next box. I mean, it's just insane. The Eerie Coral, an exceptional relic of Thelastic Thought. +1 power and as a water spellcaster. Man, that looks like a picture. It's such good art. One-shot wizard. So one of the things is a lot of the times the curios are in the ordinary slot, but they're not ordinary. So that's one way to know. So I'm kind of looking out for that too. Hyper Parasite. Can pick up a single minion, disabling them, but can't move while carrying them. Interesting. So a lot of disabling of minions in this set. Deal 1 damage to a target unit. That's kind of cool. Shockingly ordinary magic. Noisome twosomes. Plague Willing Tribute. I mean, it's just like, man, there's going to be people who really are looking at every single card, even in these videos, trying to find curios and special things. The Forsaken Crypt. That artwork's insane. You may cast a ghoul from your collection to again, collection mechanics are going to be really strong early on. That's going to be something people really try to work out in the sorcery community, I think. It's just an entirely new side of the game that we haven't really had before, that I think will go a long way, and it will start off pretty strong. All right, foil. We've got a foil. The Falling Star. Catch a falling star. Put it in your last 3 of your turns. When the star falls, you may summon a minion from your hand, top affected sites. It strikes each other unit where it lands. Dang. That seems super strong. The set power level, in my opinion, so far, it seems really, really good. An elite site. Two elite sites in this box. Beneath Mountains of Madness. Sacrifice a minion here. Cast Shoggoth submerged here from your collection. Okay, so so Shoggoth is a minion that you can put in your collection. Interesting. We're still waiting for the Top of Babel, but there's another card that interacts with another card. That's kind of cool. They take these mechanics, and they make it so you can interact with a specific card in your deck or in your collection. Molten Mar. Hell hands from your collection to this site. Okay. That's another one. Dude, that artwork's crazy. Heirloom Lost. You may play this to replace any player's elite or unique site under their control. Oh, cool. It's like a counter site, but it's a maze. So you can also just play this to not lose your mana, but it doesn't do any threshold. Dude, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. My brain is fried from thinking about all these new things. I really want to get the top of Babel. I'm sure you guys have already seen it already, but Bleeding Skull. Very cool. There was a couple stores that broke some street dates. A lot of people got boxes even before I received boxes from distribution, which is just crazy to me. But so I know a lot of people have been on Whatnot. A lot of people have been seeing things. I try to stay off of that kind of stuff. Oh, Harbinger. All right. This might be one of the avatars in the pre-con decks. I don't remember those off the top of my head. But if they are, this is different artwork. The pre-con decks have unique artwork, which is really cool. Harbinger, tap player draw site. On setup, determine 3 random squares. Once during your turn, you can cast a minion to them for 1 less. That's really cool. That's a very cool mechanic. Lord of Fear. Enemies can't defend alone. Interesting. All right, that's 2/3 of the box. I'm gonna move this box. So the box quality, I mean, it's a sturdy box, man. There's a lot you can do with a storage box like this. I'm gonna try to 3D print something that goes in these boxes so that you can make it like a deck box type thing, storage box for your collection. I mean, it's sturdy, and I like that. Like, so much waste in TCG industry is just like thrown away into dumpsters. It's cool. It'll be interesting to see what the community does with those boxes to... Oh, the Chorus of Condemnation. This was our podcast spoiler. That's pretty cool. Podcast spoiler. It'll be interesting to see what happens with all those boxes, to see if people find ways that are actually beneficial to use them, or if they just take up more room in the trash. But I'm going to try to find ways to use the boxes. Plague Pits. If there are 3 or more dead minions, banish all cemeteries. Very cool artwork. I mean, can we just stop and think about how good the theme of this set feels? And the overall, just like... the overall feeling of this thing. I mean, everything feels like it fits. Elite Demons, Scorch Self from Soul, the Legion of Gaul. Like the collection and banish 3 cards from somebody else's collection. Like, the way that they are utilizing the collection as a mechanic is also really cool. It's not just a sideboard. It's like a way for you to bring specific things into the game to do specific things with. And now you have cards that remove things from your opponent's sideboard. Another Mayor Melbourne. We've already seen that. Duplicate elites already is kind of insane. The Dreadwing. I don't think we've seen that. Whew. My brain can't. I mean, I don't want to go too fast through things, but I can't think about more cards already. Hauntless Head. Dude, that art's sick. The Sawbones. Fully Heal something. Look at that. Trial by Fire. That's insane. They have not shied away from the feeling of, again, Gothic horror. I mean, the theme is just so strong. It's very fun to see. Fallen Angel. And it's like everything. Oh, Necropotence. Dude, that art is so cool. The Goat for a Zell. Oh my gosh. A unique beast chosen to suffer. Takes damage for other allies. That's crazy. It just has 0 damage, so it's just a goat sacrifice. That's crazy. Why is that a unique? Why is this a unique? Why isn't that an ordinary? Interesting. Somebody in the comment section tell me why that would be broken as an ordinary. In sorcery, a unique, you can only have 1 of each unique in your deck. In ordinary, you can have 4. In exceptional, you can have 3. In elite, you can have 2. So it seems weird to limit that to 1 per deck. Grasping ground. Ignited, drowned. Broomstick witch. That's kind of cool. Airborne spellcaster. All right, we have 5 packs left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 uniques and 6 foils. I'm guessing we're gonna get 2 more of each here. That'd be my guess. We'll see what happens. Call of the Sea. Elite Magic beacons us home. Murder of Crows. The tools we've seen. The Crawler, I don't think we've seen. Projectiles fly over Crawler. Ghostfire. I think we've seen a lot. I mean, 440 cards. We probably still haven't seen a lot of the ordinaries, which is wild. Oh, come on. Give us more foils. Oh, what is this? An elite site of calculated creation. Infusion factory. Adjacent artifacts are automations with 2 power and their own bearer abilities. Interesting. You gonna see artifact decks pop up that are just like artifact 2/2s walking around destroying things? I'm overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. I wish that this was live so that you guys could help me process things as I'm opening live here. Stargazer. Draw a spell for each minion in the void. So much you can do with that too. The Mesmer Demon artwork gets me every time too. The Desecrator Kite. All right, 2 packs left of this first box. Overwhelmed would be what I would say. Golgar, an elite demon of grotesque gluttony. Once during your turn, you may banish a minion with 2 or less power at target adjacent location. Interesting. Entombed. Smite. We have gotten less uniques than I thought we would. 6 uniques and 6 foils. Maybe that is the norm. Ooh, Ironclad. All right, so I don't know if this is a unique or an elite. Ironclad. I have not seen this one. Takes 2 less damage. Wow. That seems strong. I'm going to put that in the unique section just because why not? It might be an elite. It doesn't say on the thing. So, all right. If that is first box, if that is a unique, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 or 8 uniques. That Ironclad. That's a cool avatar. 7 or 8 uniques, and then foils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foils, but 1, 2, 3 of those are elite foils. That's pretty strong. That is pretty strong in terms of a foil number here. Very, very cool first box. Initial thoughts, and then we're gonna keep opening. But initial thoughts, the theme is so on point. It's almost like, I don't want to say that it's too on point. It is really, really a good, strong theme. It feels like, I mean, it's hard because I don't want to say that Arthurian Legends didn't feel like Arthurian Legends, because it definitely did. I think it's just harder for something to feel like Arthurian Legends than it is to feel like Gothic horror. Gothic horror is just a little bit more in your face than like the Knights at the Round Table. But It feels so in your face, and it feels way, I would say it feels way more like sorcery than Arthurian Legends did for me anyway. Oh man, opening these boxes is going to be, once you know what's in here, it's going to be so much fun to hunt and to try to get stuff. So this is what the boxes look like when you open them. I know I had opened, there's your box topper to show you what's in it. All right. It's really nice to just be able to put the box to the side. It still holds itself together. I think we'll go a little bit quicker through the exceptionals. We'll get to the elites. There's a clairvoyant. Man, elite mortal sees the unseen. Ward on your turn. You may banish a dead minion to look at the top spell. You may put it at the bottom. Interesting. And then we will thumb through these just to make sure that there's nothing that's not ordinary. But we've already spent a good chunk of this video on the ordinaries, and we're already 36 minutes in. I'm losing my voice, so we need to keep this rolling. The Sentinel Trap. At the end of each turn, Sentinel Trap deals 4 damage to each unit the adjacent location it's facing, then rotates. Interesting. Really utilizes the board. And the 10-tongue slug. I think we've seen most of that. Very cool. I gotta get a drink too. So we're gonna streaming. So make sure you're subscribed and you're here. It's a lot more fun when we do stream. I just don't want to break any street dates and want to be honoring to what the team at Sorcery wants. We've got a foil. Winter Nymph. Oh, a Blightstone. This site is disabled. Wow. The whole site. Look at that thing. That eye in the sky. Wow. Very cool. All right, what's our foil going to be? Another elite foil. Man, these boxes are cracked. Where's my ordinary foils? The Crawling Congregation. Projectiles fly over this and other adjacent tiles. Interesting. Where's all... I mean, I'm not complaining. I'll take elite foils all day. Give me those elite foils all day. Order of the Pale Worm Toolbox. And the Sphinx's Sarcophagus. Elite site receives a riddle of rhyme. Banish 2 identical spells from cemeteries and draw a spell. Interesting. There's so many mechanics in here. It's hard to like put into your brain what the set's going to feel like on the table. I can't wait to see what people build. A Day of Judgment. This is going to be a board wipe. Place the cross anywhere in the realm. Banish evil and damage units occupying affected squares. So you banish anything that's evil, but then you just deal damage to the things that occupy the affected squares. Very cool. First unique of the box. The evil versus not evil mechanic is also something that I think feels really good on paper so far, and I think in gameplay you're gonna see, especially in limited in the set, it's gonna really apply in limited. Apply Alkeist. Destroy all minions, artifacts, and auras at target nearby site. Pretty cool. Board wipes, always good. And oh, I thought that said elite. The Bitten, an exceptional mortal, insists he is fine. Oh my gosh, the head on a stick is crazy. Crazy. Torch and pitchfork. Torch and pitchfork. I can't even talk right now. Whew. What a way to end the year. Zephlem of Zealots. Necromonic Concert. Haven't seen this one yet. Each differently named undead and instrument nearby joins the band to play. Draw a spell for each. So what does that mean? Joins the band to play. Does it move towards us? I don't know how that one works. That's one of those weird phrased cards. What does it mean to join? joins the band to play. I guess you just draw a spell for each. That's cool. That's a lot of drawing for 5, potentially. Lord of Greed. I think this was the Rudy one, the playmat maybe. Can't drop artifacts at the end of your turn. Lord of Greed snatches an artifact from elsewhere into his hands. That's pretty cool. They're really given a lot of anti-artifact stuff in this game. A lot of, you know, the artifacts are so strong. The Ring of Morgan, obviously the stone. They're really trying to put a lot of artifact hate in the game. I kind of like it. The Dread Thicket. The first attack out of the site each turn can't be defended. That's very cool. Look at that art with those eyeballs. That's crazy. Again, the mechanics are just so strong. Like, think about how much you can use that Dread Thicket to deal damage with some of those larger minions. Although it also would affect your opponents. It doesn't say your first attack. It says the first attack. So if your opponents get in there, they can use that to attack you. Strong too. The Seraphim. Elite Angel anoints the worthy. Transfer a nearby ward onto a nearby minion. Oh man, I cannot wait to see. I want to know, is there some sort of super cool alternate type thing like in Arthurian Legends? Or is there just, the Ether Core provides 3 while in the void? Is this the big chase of the set? Look at that artwork. The unique relic of nebulous power, a 1 mana, provides 3 while in the void. So if you have anything that is in the void, that's 3 additional mana. Situationally, that's incredibly strong. I can see people building just around the void to have access to that. I'm going to go with that's on the radar for being like the Ring of Morgan or Philosopher's Stone of this set, the Ether Core. A 1 mana that you get 3, I mean, like, it's just going to be powerful. The Saint of Redemption. Interesting. The second time on the right side of the box, we've gotten back-to-back uniques. 2 boxes in a row, back-to-back uniques on the right side. Saint of Redemption. We've already seen that one too. Not saying that there's any, I mean, it's just usually in games there's some form of print question. So far, other than the back-to-back uniques, it seems very good. All right, another foil. I don't know the names of the foils, so I'm not going to be able to guess it. We've seen the Vindictive Nation. We've already seen that one. Displace. The Revenant. Vandal Imp. And there's our first ordinary. Our first ordinary foil is a Baptize. Beautiful artwork there. I summoned the ordinary foils. I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? We could have had a whole case full of elite foils. If I didn't open my big mouth. The Rat King. Love it. My gosh, look at that artwork. Genesis and Deathrite. Search your top 6 spells. You may summon an ordinary rat from among them to each other adjacent site. Wow. That's crazy. A whole rat deck. I bet you there's a rat that it can have any number of that card in your deck. I'm going to look for those now. A Rat King deck would be so much fun to play. It's just all rats. Pile of Skulls. Iron Maiden. We've seen this one somewhere before. Are there ordinary rats that... There's got to be. Now I'm just looking for ordinary rats. A rat that you can put any number of them in your deck with that Rat King card. Uh-oh. Looks like a cool foil. God, I love the foils. I'm just such a sucker for the foils. The Elder Ruins. Cast a Shog submerged from your collection. We've seen that. Moss Trolls. Screamer. Oh, the Sensu of the Fang. I saw the one up there and I thought, uh-oh, are we getting the ether the Ether Core. The Sensu of the Fang. Bearer has +1 power and is an air spellcaster. Interesting. Exceptional foil. Where's the rat? Now all I care about is the rat. I just want to know what the rat is so I can make a Rat King deck. That might be my first Gothic deck. It's just a Rat King deck. Road to Perdition. Target evil and evil. Maybe it's an uncommon. I don't ever look at the uncommons. The unique, the exceptionals. Sacrifice up to 1 minion, artifact, and aura. Your opponent must sacrifice the same. Okay, so they have to sacrifice the same thing. Again, more hate to the I'm just reading. Oh, there it is. There's a rat. We got the granary rats. We're going to start building my rat deck as we build this case. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to open up this case and build my rat deck while we go. We got the granary rats. That seems like they would definitely go in there. This is a mess here. Where's the Rat King? This is the Rat King deck. So we need one more Rat King for sure. And then we're going to put any rats in, and we're going to see what we come up with as we're opening. Ambush, Kiss of Death, Bitter Departed, and the Cranky Overseer. We'll see the work done. Once during your turn, the Overseer may deal 1 damage to an adjacent ordinary minion and untap it. Interesting. Familiar, Ruins, Demons. Where's the rats? I just want more rats. Where's the rats? There's got to be a rat that you can have any number. Driftwood Morrows, Carrionet, Centerfee, and the City of Glass, unique site of delicate gleaming structures. Provides 2 mana instead, but is destroyed when damaged. Interesting. City of Glass reminds me of City of Brass. Oh, wait. Are we any rats? It's hard to read up here and down here and also go quickly through the cards for the video. So listen, this is a difficult job. I'm not sure you guys understand how hard it is to open cards for a living. Bone Jumble, the Hot Wheel, and a Demonic Contract. All right, really cool. This is the one of the cards Eric talked about in the video I did with him interview. Search your spellbook for any card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle afterward, and you got a little place to sign. Very, very cool. Search Party, Spirits. There's got to be more rats. Do we already have that rat in a different set? Maybe. I don't know. They've got the wolves, the gray wolves. Feigned Death, Exceptional Beast, the Hyena, Guardian Angel, and another Chorus of Condemnation. Duplicates on the uniques are ready for me in this case. You know what I really hope? I really hope in the 100 boxes we open, we at least get the big chase pull. Nothing feels worse than opening 100 boxes and not getting like the best card in the set. But now that I said it, it's definitely going to happen. Elite Site, the Boulevard of Bones. There are so many elite sites. It's crazy. I like that Zap card. The Chicken Hearted. Ravenous Werewolf. Oh, rats. Same rats. The Granary Rats. Man, there's got to be more rats in the set. Demons Wane into the Night. Exceptional Undead. Angel Cast Off Grace. Howl from Beyond. Unique Magic. Deal out your top spells, 1 each void in the outer columns. Deal out your top spells, 1 to each void in the outer columns. Okay. Draw any minions with Voidwalker or monsters from among them and banish the rest. Man, the void mechanic in this box so far, Ether Core and the Howl from Beyond, seems very strong. The rat mechanic, not as strong so far. All right. We are 2/3 of the way through the box. We have 4 foils and 6 uniques. We have a 5th foil here. Demons, Angels, Undead. The Angel Ascendant has airborne and +1 power while warded. Holy Warrior. Cemetery rats. Here we go. Burrowing. Genesis, discard the top 2 spells. Okay. More rats. Gift of the Serpent. Displace and a smile. Ordinary magic to cleanse the unclean. May be cast by an ally. Strike target adjacent enemy. If it's evil, it gets banished. That artwork's insane. Very cool. Oh, again, just overwhelming, guys. It's overwhelming how many different things. I mean, 440 new cards is, it sounds so good on paper. But then you get into the YouTube video and you start looking at it and you're like, what do I say? How do I look at it? I can't pronounce any of the things. Tap any number of nearby allies. Reveal that many spells from the top of your spellbook. Cast one for free. Wow. Free casting. Holy moly, the free casting seems insane. I just want to pull a curio too. You know, it's really interesting. While I'm opening this box, I want to pull a curio in the most expensive foil. Imagine that, everybody. There's the content. Oh, the Persecutor. All right, so we've seen this one, the artwork from the decks, but that's the artwork in the box. Very cool. I like that they have different artwork in the decks and in the precons. It gives some value to the precons, which is good. It'll be interesting to see if you can get the foil in the box of the precon art. I doubt you can. If you can't, they'll probably use that as a dust code exclusive type thing. The Sphere of Aminosity. Avatars here can't leave, heal, or be defended. Wow. Dude, I'm telling you, Air Void is going to be strong. Air Void is going to be, I'm going to build an Air Void deck. I don't know who my avatar is going to be yet, but it seems like Air Void is going to be a strong, strong mechanic. Blasphemy, unique magic, and debauch display. Each minion deals 1 damage to its site, destroys an artifact there, then taps. They don't untap till the next untapped spell. Wow, that's strong. That's super strong. Rats. Whew. This is a blast. Necropotence. We've seen the archers. Look at that foot. There's just so much. Cemetery rats. We've seen that. I'm guessing the other rats are exceptionals, where you can have as many in your deck, because we haven't seen them in any of the ordinaries. Hellfire. I think we've seen that. Detonate. Sewer rats may cast under sight. We got the sewer rats. I bet you there's a rat in each color. Yeah, there's a rat of each threshold. Interesting. So rat decks will be 4 color. Flagellant, the Forsaken Crypt we've seen. The Corpse Explosion. Deal a dead minion to each site in a 2x2 area. Interesting. Went out with a bang. Huh. I don't know what that wording means. Deal a dead minion. The Plague Rat. There's our 4th type of rat. So you have the Granary Rats, which are red or fire. The Cemetery Rats, which are earth. The Sewer Rats, which are water. And the Plague Rat, which is air. Road to Perdition. We saw that. Onslaught, Dredge, the Nardar Seed, Elite Relic, Squandered Potential. Dang, that's pretty strong. Oof. Again, it just seems like there are so many different things to take into consideration. So far, the biggest thing in this box, I think, has been that ether core, a new core to the game, is pretty strong. I'm guessing that so far that seems like it might be the big hit to chase. The artwork kind of has it. Got a foil. We've seen No So Far 2. No Sir Farter. We've seen No Sir Farter. The Gnarled Wendigo. We saw this one already. That artwork's insane. This foil set's going to be impossible. It's going to be absolutely impossible. And opening 100 boxes probably is the absolute worst way to do it. The Panpipes of Palm. I'm guessing the P's silent. The Panpipes of Nom suffer the whine of this elite instrument. Oh, remember there was that other card that interacted with instruments? That's kind of cool. Last pack. 6 foils is the same. Oh, there won't be a foil in the box. Bitten. The monstrosity we saw. All right, so there won't be a foil. So each box is going to have 6 foils, and let's see if that Ironclad was a unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I think that Ironclad's probably unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably unique. Big hit of that box, I think, was the Ether Core. I think that's going to be, I think Ether Core might be the big, again, I've only opened 2 boxes, everybody, so chill if I'm wrong, but just from a mechanic standpoint, that seems super strong. Here's our rat deck. We'll keep our rat deck off to the side. From a mechanic standpoint, 3 extra mana is huge. And I know you have to be in the void, but build your deck around void, and all of a sudden, that's super powerful. Boxes are cool. Great way to keep the bulk organized and to know that this is Gothic bulk. All right, we're an hour in. It's going to be a 3-hour video. We'll see. We'll see. I hope you're having fun. I'm having fun. The music apparently stopped. I didn't have it on repeat. Is that repeat 1? How does that work? We'll see if that moves to another song or not. I'm having fun. I cannot wait to stream with you guys and hang out. Hopefully there's some people in the comments and chatting along. I just didn't want to do this alone. Like, you gotta, if we're gonna do the 100 boxes, you guys have to see each one. You have to be along for the ride. Some of you guys were along for the ride in alpha, and that was an incredible experience for all of us. The Corpse Catapult. Tap a bearer and another ally here. Banish a dead minion. Deal 1 damage equal to the banished minion's power. Or deal damage equal to the banished minion's power. Each unit at target location up to 3 steps away. Okay, so you throw a dead body. Cemetery Rats. Whew. I don't know. You guys tell me, if you've opened boxes already, how you feel about it. What is the... Ooh, the Eclipse. Unique aura where the veil thins. Just an evil, we've seen that mechanic multiple times in the game where you can summon things that kind of breaks the summoning rule. Where you can summon things to. Foil. Grasping Ground. Oh, it's going to be a Jesse artwork foil, I think. You can just tell from that. The rats. That little bit. Oh, where was the... Oh, we saw the Grasping Ground already. The Stygian Archers. See, Jesse artwork. Told you. Beautiful art. I think this was one of the cards they spoiled on the website. I did, you know, with the podcast, try to keep up to date with some of the spoilers so we could talk about it a little bit. But I do like the idea of like having the box opening experience and enjoying it for the first time the way you would have in the 90s to a new TCG. I think there's something fun about that in this day of age where Magic has 18 new sets a day and you're just kind of rolling through the new sets over and over and over, and there's no real specialness. It's kind of fun to have just a special time to open packs where you don't know what you're doing. Wreath and Righteous Invigorate. The Maz Uj Ifrite. Start of your turn, you lose 2 life. Seems like a big sacrifice, man. Zombie Horde. Man, I cannot wait to see that. It's so much fun when people start pulling the curios to see what they put in there. Golgar we've seen. To see what they put in there to like surprise the community. There's always stuff in there. And now they don't ever talk about the curios, which is super interesting because how do you know they exist if they never talk about them? The Black Mass. Dude, what is that art? Unique Magic, a Malevolent Assembly. Search your top 7 spells. Reveal and draw 3 different evil minions. Then put the rest in your bottom of your spellbook. Okay. So they don't go on the battlefield. You get to draw 3 for 4 in air. That might be strong. That could go in that void deck. That could go in the void deck. You're in air. I'm telling you, air void is gonna be strong. The Stag. I don't know what it pairs with though. Like I don't know if it's a mono air deck. A Plague Rat. Slimy Mutants. I don't know if it's gonna be like a mono air deck or if it's gonna have some other, maybe a fire, maybe air fire void, holy water. Oh, the Corruptor. I don't know the names. I don't think this was one of the precons. Your beasts are monsters and your mortals are undead and your angels are demons. Wow. It just reverts everything to evil. That's crazy. If you want to play undead, that's your avatar for sure. I'm going it's a unique. Who knows? I mean, now I want to build that. Me having multiple decks is a bad idea because I'm not good enough at the game to know how to play another Ironclad. Okay. So we've already saw that one. Maybe that's not a unique then. Although we have had some duplication in the unique, so it still could. It's always hard to know that because it doesn't say, but there have been unique avatars in the past. The Ghost Crabs. I don't think we've seen that one yet. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, that's Void. So maybe Void? I don't know. Maybe Water Void has a chance. Water, though, historically has not been the most powerful of the elements for sorcery. We still need a lot of foils in this box. Regurgitator. I really like that card. I really like that one. Lash. Cemetery Rats. Oof. Foil. The Abaddon Succubus. We've seen that. Broomstick Witch. We've seen our foil. Uh-oh, we have 2 foils. Uh-oh. We have 2 foils. Okay. Is this a curio? 2 foils would mean there's something special here. Oh, shoot. Okay. What do I do? This is the Croaking Swamp. I think that's normal. This is the Avenging Angel. Righteous Wraith has charge and lethal if an ally died in your opponent's last turn. 2 foils in 1 pack. I have never in all my sorcery seen that. Did we just get lucky? Let's count the number of cards in the pack. This was the... It would have been... I don't know. I've really messed this up. I think these would all have been in the pack. I think this was the pack. The Succubus. 1, 2... I think the pack was this. Exceptional, exceptional, exceptional. Elite. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was 2 foils. Ugh. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know. I've never seen 2 foils in 1 pack. I'm very confused. Let's see if there's any other Avenging Angel. So I think this is normal. All right, let's see if we've gotten any other Avenging Angel with different artwork. I don't know if that's boring content or not, but I want to know. If I pulled a... I want to know. It might be boring content. I don't care. That might just be the regular exceptional angel. I should have separated out all the exceptionals. Big dumb idiot. Why didn't we do that normally? Exceptionals. Avenging Angel. So if this is an alt art angel, that's what I'm thinking. This would be a curio that's an alt art in foil angel. But we would have to find another angel that is that. And there's no guarantee that we pulled one of those in this box. It also could just be the regular one, and it could be 2 in a pack, which would be crazy. We'll just go through this box, and then we'll let the internet decide later. But if there is a Avenging Angel exceptional with a different art, then this would be a unique art curio type thing, which would be kind of fun. For my first box, that would be my first case. That'd be very cool. Couple more to thumb through, and we'll just set it aside. And if we find out later, then we'll find out later. I just want to know if we've already pulled one this box. That's easy to solve. Undead Ambush is not the Avenging Angel. Guardian Angel. Okay. Ooh, so maybe there's a curio of each of the angels. I'm just throwing out ideas here. Again, just throwing out ideas. If there is an Avenging Angel that has different artwork, that could be a set of the curios. Now, you don't usually get curios this quickly, which is why I'm kind of going to call BS on it. But we'll see. Let's see if we get an Avenging Angel anywhere else in this opening. We got 4 more boxes. Another foil. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if I just got a lot of double foils in a box or something? Oh, we should look to see if there's an angel here. There's not. Hyper Parasite. The Witching Hour. Exceptional Magic of Moonlit Mischief. Look at that artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, foil there. I think this is just a normal foil. And it's an ordinary. I think this is normal. We didn't look at that, but we will. Croaking Swamp. We'll look for a Croaking Swamp as we get through this. The Avenging Angel is the question. Which would also make sense because it was an exceptional behind the foil, which typically... Oh, I'm overwhelmed. Call of the Sea. What a box opening experience. What a box opening experience. It's so much fun to not know. I'm going to go out and say on a limb, The angels all have curio alt art foils. That's going to be my limb here, which is going to really piss me off because that means to get a full foil set, I need the curios. You guys might be in the comment section just being like, no, Louis, you just got an extra foil. But the problem is you're not in the comment section because there's no comment section right now. Boulevard of Bones. We've seen that. Plague Rats. Got to get my rat deck going. The Kite. Let's just talk about that artwork, though. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely crazy. Avenging Angel. We just need to pull a regular... Oh, the Sow the Earth. I love this. The Brian Smith artwork. There's a couple of different one of these. Very cool. We just need to pull another Avenging Angel to know. That's all we need is a exceptional angel of righteous wraith that's not foil. Those Who Linger. Strike Orchid. Full Butcher Birds. Oof. Hope I didn't spend too much time on that and it's just like I got 2 extra foils for some reason. Fallen Angel, Necropotence. The Salestrom. I don't know how to pronounce that. Man, what was that? Entombed. The curios being foil is interesting. It definitely makes it easier to know when you got one. Got a foil? Dredge. Faith Incarnate. I don't think we have seen that. Torch and Pitchfork. Plague Rat. All right, here's the croaking. So we know that that's regular. The similar snail, another elite foil. Elite monster rots inside a corpse's shell. Dude, look at that art. Banish a dead minion. Snail becomes a copy of that minion until the next turn. What a box this has been, regardless of if that's a alt art. Been a home run of a box. The Hemogoblet. I really like that mechanic too. Would be pretty cool. I never wanted something more to happen like that. I have not pulled a curio for myself on the channel. Like I've pulled curios for you all, which is fun. I'd rather pull them for you, to be honest. Peacemaker, Herbalist. I'd rather pull them for you, but it would be pretty cool pulling for myself in the first video of opening things. The Shrine Orchid, another elite site foil. We're killing it with the elite foils. We have more elite foils, I think, than we have ordinary foils. I don't want more ordinary. I'm not asking for more ordinary foils. I'm just saying. Archers. The Orphan. Again, Air Void. Looks like it could be pretty cool. I think we got enough of those rats. Avenging Angel. Guardian Angel. Order of the Sacred Oath. Bone Jumble. Mudslide. The Black Cat has 9 lives. You get to determine the opponent's random outcome. So what does the 9 lives mean? It comes back when it dies? Where do you summon it back to? That beast with Corruptor becomes a monster. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Sobermaw. The Elder Ruins. We've seen that. Man, I just want to know with that Avenging Angel, but we're not getting any exceptional angels. Doomsday Cult. Deadwing. Vampire Bats. Hollow One. Cool artwork there. I haven't seen that. The Coin. We haven't seen any of these exceptionals. The exceptionals sometimes are harder than the elites. All right, couple packs left of this box. I don't know. I mean, this box was either had an accident in the printing where we got a duplicate foil, or we got an extra foil in the pack, which could happen, right? Like, that's not, oh, this Putrid Presence was unique. We either had that happen, which is not crazy, right? That could happen. Or this box was cracked and we got a alt art curio foil. One of those two things definitely happened. Either way, cool. Here we go. Flame of the First Ones. Another unique that I don't think we've seen. That's pretty good. Flare. The Slug. Uh-oh, a big elite monster. Oh, another elite foil. The foils don't stop, baby. The Mega Lurker. If an ally died last turn, it may drag the killer from adjacent site to here. Very cool. The foils in this box have been home runs. All right, there's the savior. I'm going to make my prediction here. This artist has all 4 unique arts on the angels. Old Mortimer's Den. Ian Miller art's so good. This looks like the Geistwood too. It's like a continuation of the Geistwood. Oh, that's so good. I love this game. There's going to be so much stuff that you can look at and try out and, you know. All right, so the question is, do we get another foil though? Oh, nope. All right. Answered right there. It's not unique. It was just 2 foils in 1 pack. It's nothing special. I mean, it's special. But that was the 6th foil in this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foils in the box. Nothing. There's nothing special. It was just a mistake in the packaging. Okay, so we just had a 2 foil in 1 box, 1 pack issue. Bailor of the Eye of Evil, the Evil Eye. Okay, unique. That's a bummer. Not that I'm now disappointed, but this box was still pretty good. Elite foils, exceptional foils. Unless there's just not, well, there's got to be a lot of ordinaries. There's a ton of ordinaries. We're still at the base of Babel. We haven't seen the top half of Babel yet. We've seen the Sphinx's sarcophagus. See, that's the fun, though. That's the fun of sorcery openings, is like, early on, you don't know if that's an issue because you've never seen anything. It's like, it's a wild experience. Desecrate, the Mummy, Pile of Skulls, the Dread Thicket. I like that one still. You just don't know because it's so early. Last pack, I think there's going to be nothing in here because I think we've got all the elite uniques. Toolbox, the Acid Rain. There won't be a foil. Okay, so the foil that should have been in one of the other packs got put into that pack, and that pack just had 2 foils. So, unique-wise, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 uniques, which means that one of these avatars is not a unique, and one of them is a unique, I believe. Because we should get 8. We should get 8 uniques. So, maybe Ironclad is not. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Here were our foils. I mean, we had. Oh, we did get a bonus foil. That's 7 foils. We did get a bonus foil. So elite, 3 of them are elites. That's pretty strong. Oof. Okay. There's box 3, everybody. That was I'm not going to apologize because I didn't know. That was a doozy that was an emotional roller coaster for me. An emotional roller coaster back and forth. I thought I was special. Then I wasn't. It was an emotional toll for sure. But it's good to know. Good to know. Good to learn together. Hey, listen. Emotional toll there for sure. Let's keep it rolling. Box 4 of this case of Gothic. The opening is, I mean, it's just like everything. I mean, I still feel like we're seeing cards that are upside down packs. We got upside down packs. All the packs are upside down. That's great. Order of the Sacred Oak. I'm gonna zoom in just. That's a little much. Let's go. We'll go right there. Bone Jumble. Fatality. Oh wait, what is Fatality? Kill target wounded minion. That's really cool. Fatality. I think we've already seen this. Maybe. Wild. Upside down pack for 1 didn't have anything special. Foil. Ooh, the Dull Chance. Elite Magic of Vocalize Lunacy. Reveal that many spells. Free spelling again. Free casting in this set is wild. There's a lot of free casts. Oh, the Greater Blood Demon. All the elite foils. Let's go. The Greater Blood Demon. Genesis, you lose 4 life. That's crazy. That seems like a great payoff to a 4 mana 6. That seems like a great. All right, I'm calling it right now. I'm going to build Fire, Air. I'm building Fire, Air, Void. That's what I'm building. And then somebody else is going to build with this Fusion Factory. And it's going to be super cool. I'm building Fire, Air, Void is going to be my first stab at my own deck building before I inevitably just net deck from the internet on curiosa.io. The Orphanim. An Elite Angel, Wheels Within Wheels. Another Void Walk. See? I'm telling you. Void is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. All right, now that we know that that's not a curio, I kind of prefer the curios to not have foils. It makes you look more. The Dank Amaphalos. Unique Monument and Soaked Epicenter. It's an air and water spellcaster. Draws a spell that only it can cast. Hey, that seems pretty strong. Maybe air water. I mean, like, seems pretty strong. We got a foil sight coming up. It is an ordinary. The Open Mausoleum. Holy Warrior. I don't know. Definitely something with air and void. It seems like they want you to do water air. Plate of the Whale. Immobile if it has less than 3 power. If it has more than 3 power, prevent the first instance of damage it would take each turn. It makes everything a tufted turtles? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll tell you what. The poor deck builders in sorcery are just gonna have, it's gonna take a long time to figure this set out. Return from death's door to 1 life? What? Wait a second. What? Can you imagine you get somebody's to death's door and you're all set to beat them and then they play this? that's been in their hand for 7 turns. That's okay. I mean, this set just completely resets. The thing about one set a year is if you do a set like this, it completely resets the entire game. Like decks that you have currently, you're not going to want to play them. You're going to want to add and see what else this game is capable of now that things like that exist. Bind Evil. This set is, it's hard for me to say. I mean, I know I'm 4 boxes in. I don't want to be hyperbolic here. An Aino? You take a step between the top and bottom edges of the realm to gain stealth. Interesting. I didn't not like Arthurian Legends. I liked Arthurian Legends. Arthurian Legends was fine. Arthurian Legends was a smaller box. It was a smaller set. It didn't have that same sorcery feel that I felt with with Alpha and Beta, of like this daunting task of learning the set and learning the mechanics and learning the game. Oh snap, now we got the foil Blightstone. No shot. If there was a foil that I wanted, it was this one. This artwork is crazy cool. Look at that. Another elite foil. I mean, I'm going to get all the foils no matter what, but Arthurian Legends, the gameplay mechanics I thought were really, really strong. The box opening experience didn't feel as strong as Alpha Beta. I'm not going to say this feels better than Alpha Beta, but the first 4 boxes, I feel very similar in terms of the overwhelming nature of the set. In Alpha Beta, there was in Arthurian Legends, there was the knights, and you hit knights a ton, and it felt weird, and those didn't feel, super special. There's not that in this set. I don't know. I just feel like the set is so big and so powerful that, we got another interesting. Okay. So maybe there's just an issue where you get extra foils. That's the second time it's happened. Some duplication or some extra foils in the packs. I don't think that one was in the same side. Who knows? I don't know if that's going to be a thing exclusive to me or if that's something that other people have already started talking about at this point. I have not heard anything about that, but I'm not complaining. I'll take some extra foils. Another interesting thing about everything we're opening is going to be from the same, it's all from the same palette. So just throwing that out there, that if a bunch of my boxes have issues, that doesn't necessarily mean that all the boxes have issues. All my boxes came off of the same palette. So just a thought for those of you who like to find things on the internet and think about them. Heirloom Lost. We're not opening an entire palette, obviously, but interesting. 2 different packs, both with 2 foils. It'll be interesting to see the average number of foils for other people and see if I'm getting just a foil that should have been in another pack or if there's just extra foils in these boxes. The Carrionet. I haven't seen that one yet. Dang. That seems powerful. The artwork's crazy too. It's these birds walking this dead thing around. I'm a big fan of getting more foils. That will make it a little bit easier for me to finish and to do a complete foil set. So I'm team sorcery, give me more foils. I am team that. I mean, we already have 6 foils in this box. We're halfway through the box. That in and of itself is pretty. Should be 6 foils per box, is 1 in every 6 packs typically. I'm actually kind of glad it, I mean, obviously because I get the extra foil, but glad it happened again, because that makes that first time it happening, it just means like it was, you know, not some obscure thing that will never happen again. Oh, Howl from Beyond, we've already seen that. We're starting to get some duplicates on the uniques, which is good for the speed of the video, if I can remember. Listen, putting out a set in between Thanksgiving and Christmas is also wild, because I am getting sick. It makes it hard because my kids are getting sick from running around. Sold Out Cemetery. Whenever an undead enter the site, push another undead here 1 step. That's kind of cool. I'm overwhelmed with thinking about how to build within this theme and what I'm excited about. The undead mechanic seems really cool to me. The necromancer. So that's the artwork for the necromancer that we haven't seen. That's cool. The undead mechanic seems really cool to me because I really like the artwork and I really like zombies. But I'm telling you, that void mechanic just feels so cool. The void walk and the amount of attention that void seems to be getting in this set. I don't know. Kiss of Death. The Sentinel Trap. Oh, that's the one that turns. Kind of cool. I do like the cards that utilize the chess element of the game a lot more. We haven't hit a foil in a while. Maybe this whole right side of the box won't have any foils. Bleeding Skull. We've seen a Screaming Skull. Whenever a minion dies nearby, your opponent loses a life. That's pretty good. Mix that with like the sacrifice mechanic and you can deal some damage. No foils. Scatter. Ooh, Varsudius the Evictor. Look at that guy. Void Walk. Void. Oh, this is Void Earth now. Whenever it enters a void, he kills all enemies there. Okay. So it keeps the void just for you. We're thinking Earth Void now, maybe? All right, here we go. This is the last stack of packs from this box. We'll see if we get a foil. If we don't get a foil, then we just have the average number of foils. Or the number of expected foils. Murder of Crows. We did get an extra foil in the last box where we got the double foil. So one would think that we will get one more foil and then the double foil is a additional mistake. Unless they change, again, unless they change the foil pull rate in these boxes from 1 in 6 packs to like 1 in 5 packs, then it would be an average of 7 or 8 foils per box. But the first box, we got 6 foils. So, you know, lots of math to think about. Gravedigger, we've seen the Stalstrom before. The Thumb Screws. That's crazy. Wow. Whenever a nearby avatar casts a spell, they lose life equal to the number of spells they've cast this turn. Pretty good. The Hemogoblin. Set players maximum life so they can't gain life. That's going to be pretty strong in the mono fire decks. Because one of the biggest problems in the mono fire decks is when people gain life. That essentially makes it so that you can't gain life the rest of the game. Would be my understanding of that card. Oh, the Animist. Another new avatar I haven't seen. You may cast magics in your hand as spirits with power equal to their cost. No shot. That is so cool. Look at that artwork. Dude. Oh, my brain hurts. There's so much to think about. There's so many cool... I mean, it's like a whole... It feels like way more than just another set. It feels like a whole new game. Oh, the Apex of Babel. When the Tower of Babel is built, draw a spell, then you may cast a spell for free. More free casting. Love it. Okay, so the Tower of... So now the question is, do you have to put these on top of one another? In other words, do you have to put this one here or the other one below? I would say probably not. Although it does feel like that would be cool. I would say probably not, but that's cool. I like that they threw that in here to do a cool, like 2 cards, 1 site type thing. Master Necromancer. I haven't seen this yet. Summon a skeleton token to each other adjacent site. That's pretty powerful. I'm telling you, there's something going on with air and me. I want to play some sort of air deck, I think. I keep liking all these air mechanics. No foils yet. We need 1 foil in these 4 packs for me to be like, we got a bonus. The Stargazer. Draw a spell for each minion in the void. Dude. Air void is going to be strong. I just don't know what else. Maybe you don't add anything. Maybe it's just mono air. I just don't know what the avatar would be. I mean, there's obviously avatars in the previous sets. We've seen that before. All right, 2 packs left to see if I got a bonus foil or not. No foil. Uh-oh. The Sphere of Animosity. We've seen that one. All right, ready for me to be disappointed, everybody? Or can I just not count again? I already have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just can't count again. There was a hidden card back there. All right, I just can't count. The Hemigoblet. Sea Witch. So that's another pack. But now at this point, are we 3 in? All right, we're 2 for 2 in terms of boxes having a pack that has 2 foils in it, and then those boxes having, so we don't have a large enough sample size yet, because historically foils were 1 in every 6 packs. I believe that's true. But that doesn't mean that Gothic is the exact same. This box, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 uniques, if you call the Animus a unique, which I think you would. There's 8 uniques. And then foil-wise, we had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 of which were elites, which is pretty good. We have still yet to get a unique foil in this case. So, let's hope we get a unique foil. That's going to be a little discouraging to me if we open our first case with no unique foils, because last set unique foils were so hard to finish the set. I mean, it just seemed like nobody pulled unique foils, and I'm gonna try to get a full foil set. Then we'll continue the kitchen table TCG theme of having a complete set of foils from each set. Here we go. Release the hounds. Release the kraken. All right, what do we got? We got a foil. Give to the raven. The failed mutation. Mutaton? Mutation, right? Yeah, mutation. I just can't read. The failed mutation. The exceptionals are interesting because I never read I go so much faster through the exceptionals. It's just a habit of mine to just like burn through the exceptional. Crucifix. Haven't seen this yet. Return each evil minion here to its owner's hand. Even minions cannot enter this location. Man, that's pretty strong if you are on death's door and you get the crucifix and your opponent is on you know, evil, pretty much evil only in their deck. It's important then to not build a deck that only has evil in it. Have some other ways of dealing damage. Hot Wheel, Desecrate, the Withering Heights, Cemetery Rats, Gift of the Serpent. And I cannot wait to start seeing what people are building and how they are building decks. You're going to start seeing now too an increase in demand on some of the other cards within the sorcery sets that didn't see play before. Archangel Raphael, Striker, Ward, and Nearby Avatar. Pretty good. Because, this set has, already I can tell you, this set will completely change the current meta of constructed sorcery play. There's no doubt in my mind that it will do that. The Blade Dancer. After her first attack each turn, Blade Dancer may take a step. When she does, she may attack a unit there. Okay, so you get 2 attacks. Pretty cool. Put some equipment on the Blade Dancer, and I think you're dancing. Remember, she will take damage too. So we're an hour and 40 minutes in. At least we'll finish this case. We got a 6 cost foil. Tombstone Wardens, please be a unique foil. I want to make sure we get at least 1 unique foil. Oh, it is. Balor of the Evil Eye. A unique giant with a demon's baleful glare. Deal 2 damage to 1 unit at each other location at a cardinal direction. Pretty strong and absolutely gorgeous artwork. Our first unique foil of the set is down and got and a unique giant is a good one. The current mono red deck would probably run that. The 6 cost might be a little high for it, but that deck runs the other giants, and one of the other giants gives that giant haste, which would be pretty good. Be interesting to see how much changes up. The Lord of Destruction. Destroys sites it strikes and other minions there. Woo-wee! That's crazy. An elite too. That's a crazy card. Destroys other sites. That's pretty good. That's kind of crazy. Another foil. Earl of the Ivory Towers, an elite demon with a disdain for plebs. Can't be targeted by ordinary. Kind of cool. Gift of the Raven. All right, now I want to know if we get double foils again. The Monster Metamorphosis. Vile Evolution. Now I'm just waiting to see, are we gonna keep seeing 2 foil packs? Back-to-back foils. We're seeing a lot of foils on the right side of these boxes too. Book of the Dead, unique document on forbidden rites. Cast a dead minion which becomes undead instead of its banished dies. Very cool. Our foil is Holy Warrior. Just a ordinary mortal fueled by faith. I love in this game that even the ordinaries look really, really good. Like, they don't just put good artwork on the unique and big cards. My kids are up there playing. Sorry, everybody. Probably hear them throwing something on the floor. The Black Cat. Buried Alive. Undesirables. The Magicthegathering. I can't pronounce anything in this set. Just throwing that out there. I understand. You guys can hate me all you want. I can't pronounce anything in this set. All right. This box has started out pretty strong. 4 foils. One of them a unique foil already. The Corpse Catapult we've seen. we're starting to get to the point where we've certainly seen all the ordinaries and looked at them. We're still seeing like exceptionals we haven't seen. Deal 1 damage to target adjacent minion. Pretty good. The Inquisition. Nobody expects these unique mortals. When an opponent can see this card on your hand or spellbook, you may summon it. Okay. So free casting. Free casting, I think? Genesis. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may banish a card from it. Interesting. That's pretty strong. The free casting on that's really... Because there was another card that manipulated the top of the deck somehow. I want to say that one allowed you to cast undead from the top of the deck. But this, you would just get to summon, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I guess it doesn't say that it's free, but it doesn't say that you're casting it. And usually you have to pay when you cast something. This is where the rules of sorcery elude me sometimes. I have to go to the Discord server. Luckily, the Discord server is amazing. And so people are super helpful there, and they will answer any question you have. But Gift of the Serpent, Displace. The Nomo Monitor. 1 foil in this pack. Submerge and Void Walk. Very cool artwork. That is our 5th foil already. 5th foil halfway through the box. Pretty strong. Another... Nope, no foil. Witching Hour. Blasphemy. We already saw that unique magic. Makes everything deal damage to its own state. That one's really strong because if your opponent has a ton of, minions out on the battlefield and you don't, you pop that and they have to take a bunch of damage. Pretty strong. Raise. Acid Rain. I guess it could hurt you though too. That's one of those cards that the upside is good, but there is a lot of downside risk when you put that in your deck that you're going to end up dealing quite a bit of damage to yourself. Order of the Pale Worm and the Sinister Pond. I think I just think it's going to be so much fun to sit this down and to play and to see how people build decks and what they come up with. The Corruptor, we've seen that again. That one is something I'm interested in building. Just figuring out how to break the non-evil mechanic. Because it basically makes all of your non-evil things what would be evil. Frozen Horror, the Hemogoblin. I just want to know if we get another double foil pack. That's what I'm only looking for, double foil packs. The 1 foil per pack isn't enough for me. Now I need a double foil in my random packs to feel. I need that hit. I need that double foil. The Harbinger. The Necromancer. Okay, so now we're starting to get a lot of the avatars. But those are all the exceptional ones for sure. And those are the ones that are in the pre-con decks, I believe. Horns of Behemoth. Transform into a demon. Dang. Oh my God. Dude, mono red. Also, like, that's crazy for mono red. I mean, I just feel like the power is so pushed in the set. It's going to be singles in the set early on. I'm telling you right now what's going to happen with boxes. We just saw a bunch of stores fight to the bottom for boxes and ship out boxes early. A bunch of people who don't actually follow the game. They're just there to increase their spend at distribution. So they bought boxes of sorcery, right? That happens. Everyone is going to open their boxes and then they're going to be like, oh, I didn't get any of the cards I need because there's 1 billion cards in the game. Hellstar. We've seen this one. Or we saw that one in spoilers, I think. There's 1 billion cards in the game, and they're going to go out and buy more boxes. And stores that just dump their boxes for whatever that price is for them aren't going to have the boxes to sell. And then they're going to complain about not having boxes after they just dump their boxes. It's going to be a wild thing. Shrine Orchard. Elite Site. We have a foil, which is our 6th foil for the box. Smile, Mostrel, the Entombed. I think that's a first duplicate foil, if I am not mistaken, that we have gotten. And so, you know, then people are gonna go buy boxes at, you know, higher prices, and it's gonna make the boxes more expensive because, you know, it is what it is. But we still have a decent chunk of boxes up on the website, KitchenTableTCG.com. If you're interested, go buy them there. You know, I set aside 100 boxes for myself to open, and then we have boxes for in the store, and we have boxes on everything we have in the stores online. So Watery Grave, that's pretty cool. But this whole like fighting to the bottom on box prices happens in every indie TCG. The difference with Sorcery though is the set size is so big, and the pull rates are so, I mean, like, to get a unique is I mean, it is 6 uniques per box. I mean, it's going to be a hard... Oh, we haven't seen this. The Blade of Thorns. +3 power, but can't drop this weapon, and it loses 2 life at the end of their turn. Crazy. It's going to be hard to get the cards that you want. So then you're going to go buy singles, and that's going to drive the price of singles up. Interrogator. Whenever an ally strikes the enemy avatar, draw a spell unless they pay 3 life. Dang, that's pretty good. The mechanic of Sorcery having so many cards in their set mixed with the pull rates of uniques really, really works well with the MSRP of the box. Let me try to state this in a way that I'm not trying to pump anything, but for a lot of other games, much more like Arthurian Legends, frankly, there's only, you know, a smaller set of 200 cards, and Stagecoach we haven't seen. Charge, may carry any number of minions, and a smaller set size. Everybody fights the bottom, and then everybody opens their boxes, but because the set size is smaller, it's easy to get the singles. But with Sorcery, with the set size so big, and again, the pull rates are not impossible, but I mean, there's just so many cards. It just produces this extra lack of supply that creates demand, if that makes sense. And I think that punishes this kind of fighting to the bottom early. Elite site of unsettling pillars and slats. I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about a lot because, I mean, we've got a good chunk of boxes, and watching everybody fight to the bottom and just dump their product, it just makes no sense to me. I want boxes in the store. I don't want to just get rid of my boxes. Cherbium, the Angel Burnished Bronze. Shoot a projectile that deals 4 damage. Crazy. All right, last pack of this box. We had no double foil packs, so now this is what a regular pack or box should look like. You should get 6 foils. You should get 6 uniques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we also got 3 avatars, which we don't know. We don't know if those are uniques or elites. Nobody knows. That seems like we got maybe extra uniques in that box compared to the average. Again, average is, you know, means you're going to have some higher, some lower. We have one more box in this case. So far, only 1 ordinary foil, or 1 unique foil. Really only 1 or 2 ordinary foils. Tons of elite foils. No foil avatars yet. See what I'm saying? If you bought a case, you still don't have a playset of the cards. We're still getting... If you bought 6 boxes, you're not even going to see every elite. We're still seeing elites we haven't seen before. This is box 6. This is what I'm saying with the large set size. Is like, we said this all the time with alpha beta. Like, man, it is hard to open this stuff because of how many. I like it. I like a challenge when opening. That's why we try to open a full foil set, because I like a good challenge. And that seems like a good challenge. The Symmetric Suffering. This is the last box of the video, everybody. Remember, we will be streaming, probably shortly after this. It'll depend this week how many boxes I feel like opening. I might do a whole nother video like this where I open another case just on a video that we post. So maybe that will go out like tomorrow. The Grief Larva. So the day after I post this one. And then hopefully, depending on what day it is and when I have to be at the shop and what my family's got going on, hopefully we can start streaming. And when we stream, I like to do at least a case, sometimes 2 cases at a time. I really want to open these 100-ish boxes sooner rather than later. We will be selling singles. The Deep Sea, man, look at that foil. The camera's not doing that justice. That is cool. Very incredible artwork. We will be selling singles, so a lot of the extra singles that I don't need will go up and be sold as singles on TCG Player. So we won't want to get those listed, and I want to get my foil set done as soon as possible too. Minions below nearby sites die. Crazy. We're definitely still seeing new uniques that we haven't seen before. And then after we do my 100 and whatever I said, 102 or 104 boxes, we will we'll then open it up and start streaming, boxes and opening the Hexcam Haunts. If you do want me to open a box on a regular video, not on a stream, oh, the Falling Star in foil, another elite foil, beautiful. Man, 3 foils off the bat here. If you do want me to open a box for you, you can buy just buy a single box on the website, KitchenTableTCG.com, and in the notes on the order at the end, just write a little note that says, "Hey, open this in a video." I won't ship it until we do the video. So don't do that if you want that box sent to you quickly. But we will do standalone videos like this that we post with those box openings, which is kind of fun. And then we'll do lives at the end of my 104 or 102 box opening. We haven't seen this one yet. The Shackled Demon, another elite, like I said, that we haven't seen. At the end of me opening all these boxes, we will get back to doing box openings live for you guys, the viewers, like we used to do all the time. So that would be a lot of fun. And I can't wait for that. But I do like to get my boxes open and out of the way so that it's fun for me to pull a card that I am missing for you. If that makes sense. So, but honestly, I mean, 1 unique foil per case. We're going to open 8. We're going to open 16 cases. I mean, there's going to be a lot of unique foils I have to go buy. Crazy. It's crazy how difficult it is in this game to get foil sets. I like it. It really rewards the collector in me with a fun experience. Purgatory. Whenever an evil minion dies nearby, its controller loses 1 life. Interesting. It hurts evil. I would have thought that Purgatory would benefit evil. The Sentinel Trap, that's the one that turns. Let me know in the comment section too if you see other people forward curios and that type of stuff so that we can make sure I'm tracking them. It's hard to keep up with everything, but can't wait to see what people pull. Now, my foil sets, I don't collect the curios. If I did pull a curio, I would just use it to fund opening more boxes. Unless there's I really liked the curio from Arthurian Legends. One of them was this Unladen Swallow, which is from Monty Python. Oh no, I'm dropping everything. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And I really like that. So I picked up that curio. That's really the only curio. That one and the, it's like, this is an elite we haven't seen before. And this is box 6 of a case and a play set is 2. I'm just saying, sorcery is, like it's gonna, early on, sorcery always rewards singles sellers. Like if you're selling singles, it's a good place to be for sorcery. Fighting to the bottom for box prices on selling boxes, probably not the place to be. But certainly the opening of singles rewards early on because of the size of the set. Book burners. We saw that with my alpha set. I mean, when we were opening alpha, man, the EV was insane because the demand for the cards was there, but the number of boxes just wasn't. Into the Abyss, another, again, an elite we haven't seen yet. And I'm sure there's even, at this point, exceptionals we haven't gotten seen yet. On top of that, you need 3 exceptionals. I mean, there's just a lot of cards. Stormgeist, another elite we haven't seen yet. I can't talk anymore. My voice is gone. Absolutely gone. Which is good because I'll hopefully get some time to recuperate before we're live. Algor Omphalos. Earth. Oh, we already saw that. That was the Earth Water. Should I play? Wait, what? Maybe we haven't seen that. Maybe that's a different monument. I think the other monument we saw was Air Water. Maybe there's multiple monuments. We'll look in a second. Frozen Horror. The Gloam Toads. We're getting a ton of elites we haven't seen yet. Let's look at the other. Is that what this is? Yeah. Uniques. Is that the same card or is that a different? Yeah, look. That's cool. So one was air and water. This one is earth and water. And they do different things. Or the same thing. It's the same thing, different. Okay. So it's the same card. Same mechanic. It's a different threshold. Different element. Foil. The Elder Ruins. Entombed. The Kroll Morlocks. Beautiful artwork. That's got to be Ian Smith. Ian Miller. All right. Now I really want to get one more box. If we get one more box with a double foil, then half of our boxes had double foil packs. Another card, I feel like we haven't seen this before. Void Walk. Dang. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely building a Void deck. That is 100% happening. I just don't know if it's going to be air fire or air earth. Kind of want it to be air fire because fire seems powerful. Alabaster blocks we've seen. The Silver Bullet. This was a spoiled card. We saw that one. Last stack of packs, everybody. Last third of this box, which is the last of the case. Let me know if you're enjoying this. Demonic Contract. This has been, if I had to say one word to summarize this experience so far, overwhelming. I mean, like, my brain hurts from opening packs and seeing the mechanics, and the amount of cards is just overwhelming. Divine Lance, another, elite we haven't seen yet. If you are just getting into this game, you have a whole nother 600 cards that exist in beta and alpha, and in Arthurian Legends. But holy moly, I mean, we're still seeing elites that we haven't seen before. On box 6, I'm just saying, like, it is, the set size really is perfect. It feels so good, and I like that overwhelming feeling. I think it's a good thing for the game. I think it's so much fun to open the packs and then just be like, okay, let's take a look at what I got. What am I building? What am I doing? How am I integrating this into the other cards I already have? Betrayal, another elite. I mean, we haven't seen any of these elites. You just get control of somebody else's card. So good. The 4 fat frogs. Summon 4 frog tokens there. So, I mean, I have zero worries about this set for sorcery. I just think they have hit a home run of a set here. Gain control of nearby warded minions. Oh my gosh. I just think they hit a home run in terms of the flavor and the size and the uniqueness of the artwork, and like making this game feel like, or making the set feel like sorcery. I am glad that Arthurian Legends feels like a departure from the norm, and that this feels more like alpha beta. Again, not that Arthurian Legends is bad. Arthurian Legends has some incredible cards. It was fun to open for a good chunk of time. It was fun to open. It was just different with the constant, the constant knights kind of in your face. This feels much more open as a set. Oh, Flame of the First One's another unique to end the video. There we go. Another unique foil. Love to see that. Love to see this case was cracked. 2 unique foils, a ton of elite foils. Another Rat King. Need that for the rat deck. All in all, just an awesome experience. An overwhelming experience, but I think a really fun one. Cursed Iron. That we're going to see cards like this that we haven't seen before. This late into a case opening is wild. Last pack. There's going to be a unique in it. My gut. Maybe not. We have 7. Nope. Dread Thicket. All right. That is the box. This box had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 uniques. It had 6 foils, the big of which was the unique Flame of the First Ones. I think I've said everything I need to say. Make sure you are subscribed if you want to open this stuff for yourself. We got boxes on the website, KitchenTableTCG.com. If you want me to open a box, I can't promise when it's going to get opened, but the earlier you order it, I will go in order of which it gets ordered. So add a note in the box order that you want me to open the box. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you again next video. Thank you so much for everything and for watching. Those of you who made it 2 hours, 8 minutes in, it's crazy. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.